Thank you, Your Honor. Just by way of introduction, the Northwest Management, Inc. has been preparing and working on the Latah County Multi-Hazard Mitigation Plan. I'm not really the expert on this. Suffice it to say that we've had to do this in the past, have the council adopt a resolution that supports the plan itself and the city's participation in that plan. Because of some questions that came up at Administrative Committee, I've invited Chief Button here today, and he has brought a representative of Northwest Management along as well. So I will turn the information over to them with your...
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner and council members. My name is Vaden Block. I'm with Northwest Management. I am here in place of Tara King, who is project leader for this project. We came to request that the city adopt the city's portion of the Latah County Multi-Hazard Mitigation Plan. And I have the resolution of adoption here. If you have any questions that you would like to ask us about that, what is involved is that this process has been going on for about a year now, a little over a year. It's the update to a plan that was already in place. It includes all hazards that were identified by the project committee, and it also includes an update to the Community Wildfire Protection Plan. And so if you have any questions for me on that, I'd be glad to answer them. Ed Buttons is also here with some more information if you would have anything like that you'd like to ask us.
Okay. Council have any questions for Mr. Block, first of all? Okay. Chief, you have anything to add to that?
The only thing I'd like to add to this, Council, is this is just an ongoing, it's kind of a living document. Every 5 years it's renewed and the process begins again. And that way it allows us to make changes as needed as the community grows, the community evolves, and new events or new issues might arise. But part of the intent or philosophy of this whole process is for one thing a governmental requirement for us to be eligible for pre-disaster planning, post-disaster recovery, and issues like that. So it's something that communities all across and counties all across the United States are doing, and so it's just a process. And
You're open for questions, I take it.
I'm open for
All
questions.
right, Tim?
Thank you, Mayor Cheney. I don't believe we talked, or maybe we did at Admin Committee. This is something that Latah County is also involved in. Actually, I believe it's their plan. No?
Well, it's, being part of the county, we're just incorporated into the overall plan.
And we share the plan once approved with, say, Whitman County?
No, this is
Latah County.
Latah County.
Strictly Latah County?
Yeah.
Should we share it with Whitman County? Since we're only a couple of miles from the border?
I've
Share information with them,
certainly.
but they would have no role to play in the agreement.
No, and they developed their own plan.
Would you like to step up to the microphone since you're being
And
recorded?
Whitman County would be responsible for developing their own plan and coming up with their own strategies on disaster mitigation. But there is a cross-border talking that goes into effect.
And maybe we've got a strategy that's better than theirs, and they can learn some, or vice versa.
One thing I'll reassure you that we do have mutual aid programs with many of the Whitman County agencies, especially the ones located along the border. In fact, I'm working on a program on June 20th. We're going to have a pre-fire season mutual aid meeting up at the Latah County Courthouse, and I think this is like the first time in my career with the department that we've done this. And it's the agenda is going to be fairly loose, but we've got some items like communications, instant command, the mutual aid agreement, with no plans of rewriting it, but just it's been a while since people have looked at it. Also, when you do have a big event, to go through the process of with the first year, and this is from a fire scenario, with your fire commissioners, then through the Latah County of what I'm talking about is declaring a disaster. You need to do it early while the event's taking place, because FEMA has given us instruction that you need to declare the disaster while the event's in place, and to be eligible for post-disaster recovery funds. And so it's just another process of communicating and trying to get everybody educated on things you don't like to talk about and think about a lot. So, and this is just another one of those types of activities.
Thank you, Chief. Let's see, Wayne, I think I saw your hand next.
Chief, I assume this is not the first time we've had a joint resolution with Latah County on a multi-hazard mitigation plan. This is just kind of an ongoing thing?
Right. The last one was in 2005. Northwest
Right.
Management was
Like-
the
like
lead
5 years
agency on
ago.
that again.
Okay. And so basically, we go along every 5 years and update the plan and then do a new resolution.
And all the incorporated jurisdictions are going through the same process, Bowville, Deary, all the incorporated
Okay.
cities. And tonight, actually,
That was
I
my
think
next
it's the
question.
Bowville meeting that another person from Northwest Management is attending and asking, or making the same request.
Okay, thank you.
Sue?
I guess my question is, can you give, just for public information, the list of the hazards that you mitigate? And the one I was thinking of is, do we have a plan for if Hanford burps? Or has anyone ever taken that into consideration?
I don't believe that was one that was brought forth during the committee meetings. The primary hazards that are addressed are like, what do we have? We have fire, we have severe weather, landslides, flooding, and extended power outages were the primary ones that were discussed and acted upon during the committee meetings.
And hazardous spills are just not considered yet, or that's automatically part of the fire department?
When you're thinking of hazardous spills, you're just thinking of like an automobile accident or
I'm thinking
an
of a big
industrial.
tanker truck of something that would, in the air, that,
Well, that's something that we do from like the fire department's emergency response
Okay.
planning, training, and things like that. That's the way I kind of describe a fire service to people sometimes is if it doesn't happen to be a law enforcement problem or issue, pretty much the fire department gets called into it, and that's not to dismiss like public works and things like that, because they have their focus. But over the years, fire services developed into quite a multifaceted emergency response organization. One thing that's in here that I think it'd probably be nice to just mention. For the City of Moscow's jurisdictional planning and mitigation goals in this document is this is what we came up with. The first one was mitigation, is repair and restore essential systems and services before and after hazard events. Second one would be planning, provide for direction and control of emergency events. Another planning one would be provide for the protection, use, and distribution of critical resources. 4 would be provide for continuity of government. And the fifth one was coordinate operations with internal and external emergency services organizations. So, yeah, it's really difficult to plan, the crystal ball kind of a thing, because you don't know, if Hanford burped, Mount Rainier were to go. It's very difficult. So this is the ones that like the flood, landslide, severe weather, those kinds of things were the typical ones that usually are characteristic of our region. We wouldn't have, and one thing is like earthquakes. In the 2005 document, it spoke of that there was some research done that historically we have felt earthquakes, but earthquakes haven't been historically centered in our area. And I hate, to say, maybe call me a liar next week we have one, but that was discussed, researched, and decided not to be a part of this multi-hazard document.
Okay. Wayne?
I would make a motion to approve the resolution to adopt the City of Moscow section of Latah County multi-hazard mitigation plan.
Second.
Okay. We have Wayne's motion and Tim's second. Is there any further discussion before voting? Okay, and hearing none, we'll start the roll call vote with Sue.
Aye.
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 Okay, that motion carries. So that's going to be resolution number 2011-06, and since the title's pretty short, I'll read it. A resolution of the City Council of the City of Moscow, a municipal corporation of the State of Idaho, declaring support and adoption of the Latah County Multi-Hazard Mitigation Plan and Community Wildfire Protection Plan. Thank you, Chief. Thank you, Mr. Block. We appreciate your input on that.